Well, let's go, ho.
What?
Look, that's exactly what they about to call you upstairs, so you might as well get used to it. Now let's go.
Like, to be honest, a lot of niggas isn't built on love. They built on survival.
You said your expectations were unrealistic. Do you blame him for that?
Time change, people change. Only thing you can do is keep this shit player and keep it moving. That's it.
No, you have to be the man that I desire you to be. It's not the other way around, because guess what? I'm the catch. Hey everybody, welcome to I Got Some Shit to Say. Because guess what? We got some shit to say.
For sure.
My name is Eboni. You can call me Eb, whatever you want to. Eb, Ebony, EB, whatever you want to call me, you can call me. And this is
Latrice, but you guys can call me Treese.
Okay, Tracy Easy.
Hey.
Anyway, today is our first episode, our first
episode
on our podcast. And guess what? We happy. Anyway, basically with this podcast, what we hoping to accomplish is
reaching out to other people,
yeah,
that have the same experience or is relatable with what we're talking about, so we just want to make sure everybody, this is a comfort zone.
Yeah, it really is. And honestly, we are, just being transparent, being honest, letting y'all in on our life, first of all, because we don't have to do this.
We don't.
I'm just playing with y'all, but for real though, like oftentimes a lot of people are embarrassed about some of the stuff that they go through, you know, and honestly, you just don't know that somebody probably already went through what you already going through, or probably is, how do I put this?
Going through it silently.
Yes, or you probably haven't even went through it yet. But guess what? If we've gone through it, you will see how we got through it.
Y'all.
Yeah, right?
Y'all.
Okay, yeah. So with that being said, let's jump on into this thing because we got some shit to say. Okay, so today's episode is when is enough? Like, no, seriously, like when is enough? And it really don't even have to be just like a relationship. We're talking about
family, friends, work.
Anything. Yeah, like when is your enough? So basically that's what we're gonna explore today. And Trace, when was your enough is enough?
Girl, let me go ahead and drink again.
Okay,
because my enough was enough. You hear me?
All right, what the hit is?
So everybody got their own thing when enough is enough, right? Man, personally, it was when I was going through a mental type of issue, health-wise. When it was fucking with my mental, I was getting stressed. I was depressed. I'm like, what's going on with me? I could see myself crying in the middle of the night, or I could just be crying at work, and I'm like, fuck is wrong with me, So I just got fed up with it, and I had to isolate myself. I had to go into solitude in order to regain myself back, because once you get lost in a relationship, sometimes you can lose yourself. I just have to step away, isolate, meditate, go into solitude mode, because a lot of people don't understand what that is. Like, you have to really eliminate yourself from the situation.
Right. Okay, so I have a quick question, not to cut you off. Mm-hmm. You said your enough was enough when you started to notice like your health was failing and things of that nature was happening, right?
Not health failing, but it
not
was
really.
Like,
yeah,
I was going through a depressed type
affecting
thing.
You. Okay, so that's still your health though.
Yeah.
Mental, people don't understand that's a really
serious.
big part of your health as well. Mm-hmm. But I mean, what happened? What did he do?
Girl.
I mean, because that's really technically you only saying like, oh well, I lost myself. I was depressed, this and the other. And granted, we all lose ourselves in relationships at times. Mm-hmm. But what happened that made you lose yourself?
So, how can I put it? The quickest way to sum it up, my expectations was unrealistic.
Wait, and I hate to cut you off for this because I have another question and
come on, give it to me. What's up?
You said your expectations were unrealistic.
For him.
For him. Mm-hmm. Do you blame him for that?
The old me would say, yeah, fuck that nigga. But like now, as I'm older, you go through things. Time change, people change. So me and him, we wasn't equally yoked.
And let me tell you why I asked that question. I asked that question because oftentimes, and I'm glad that you said that, oftentimes we deal with people, and it's not even just men. We can deal with friendships or family, whatever the case may be. We can deal with them, and this is what it is. If you're expecting something from a person that they aren't willing to give, they aren't to blame. Because at the end of the day, you have to be with the person, or you have to befriend people, or you have to be around people, surround yourself who want the same things.
Right.
So in that case, if relationships or whatever the case may be, if that fails, we kind of have to look back at ourselves and be like, okay, I wanted this. Did he want this? Or did the friend, was this, you know what I'm saying? That's like somebody, prime example, that's like somebody like this. Somebody who say like, yeah, I wanna build with you. I wanna be a family. I want this and I want that. But this person is saying, you know, right now I'm just having fun.
Right.
Technically, we can't blame that person because they technically already said it. If you want somebody that you want to build with and grow with, you have to get somebody who want those same things.
Right. They gotta have the same common type of.
But I'm saying,
similarity.
So if you want somebody that just want to have sex, that just want to fuck, and I'm not telling people that they just got to go out and fuck. I'm not encouraging that. But do you? But what I'm saying is, if that's what a person is looking for, and you're looking for the same thing, then cool. But if y'all not looking for the same thing, y'all need to go y'all separate ways, because it will not end well. And let me tell you why it won't end well.
But before, let me cut you off.
Okay.
So, don't get it confused. This wasn't just like a fucking type of thing. This is actual relationship.
Okay. Right.
But once you get older and you start like really getting to know a person,
one of different things.
You don't see the same thing that you saw, because your expectations was kind of different, because it's like you already got in your head like, I like him, you know, I see something in him, but you're not really asking. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not like a question.
That's a good word. You're not asking.
You're not really like questioning like, hey, do you like to take long walks down the beaches? Like, you're not asking this type of shit. You get what I'm saying? It's just something that you just expect a nigga to do. You feel me? But it's not like you can't though. Like, let's be real. Like,
you really can't. It's just expect.
Because, like, to be honest, a lot of niggas isn't built on love. They built on survival. If we being real about it, like,
you know, I ain't a nigga, so I can't speak now.
I'm just saying. I mean, you probably ain't see him just yet, but a lot of dudes, they
No. I'm not saying that I didn't see him. What I'm saying is I'm not them, so I can't really speak on if they built off survival.
Oh no, because I got homies, so you feel me? Like, we talk, like, and they just tell us like, shit, I just be wanting to, you feel me? That's it. Good time, not a long time. Like, but some of them, they actually be lovey, like they be lovey-dovey, simp. That's what they call them, simps. But
what's that?
A simp?
Ooh, y'all don't even know what a simp is.
Matter of fact, comment down below and let her know what a simp is. Because how you not know that? Girl, where you been at?
I really don't. I promise y'all, I'll just say I really don't know what a simp is. Is it S-I-M-P?
Girl, no. We got to look this up. Let me look it up.
I don't know what a simp is. Y'all, I feel so crazy.
It's S-I-M-P, I think. Don't judge me.
Right, S-I-M-P. That's what I said, right?
I think it is. Let me see.
I don't know. I just said simp because it's simple. So y'all silly. Anyway,
so yeah.
Yeah, so that was showing up. Oh, okay.
I threw the towel in with him.
So he cheated?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the common thing. Like,
it was
you know what I'm saying?
common thing.
But it is what it is. I can never miss a loss.
When people, I don't know. I can't. I guess I really can't really comment on that.
I mean, then again, we was young as well too while we was in a relationship. So that was another thing. So.
Yeah, age definitely has plays a major role in relationships, because at the end of the day, you know, you have to grow up. You know, there's a lot of growing that needs to be done, and you know, things don't.
Time change. There's no other way to say it. It's time change. People change. Only thing you can do is keep this shit player and keep it moving. That's it. So, enough about me. About my enough was enough. Honey, when was your enough?
Man. You know what? Let me start by saying this, and I'm being very honest. I'm being very open. Let me start by saying this. We're talking about at this point we're talking about guys who we dated and things of that nature. At this point,
let's kick it off with that.
He's not a bad person at all. You know, cool person. You know what I'm saying? Still chop it up with him if I see him today. You know, what up, fool? You know, what up, fool? But you know, it took a lot for me to get to that point though, because with him, my enough was enough when. This is crazy. My enough was enough when he had a baby on me. And so let me tell you.
Hold on. Rewind that back. He had a what?
Yeah, you heard right. He had a baby on me.
Ooh.
And you know, oftentimes people can be like, a baby on you. No, yeah, it was. You know, and I'm not embarrassed.
But that's common though. It's common. It's just like what a motherfucker.
No, and that's crazy. Yeah, and it's crazy that it's. You know what is so crazy about you saying it's common? That we agree that it's common. That's crazy.
It is.
That we agree that something like that is common.
No,
like.
for real.
Like you almost expect it to happen.
No, it's not expected. I wouldn't say that, but I'm saying like the common thing of a person that's cheating, either it's from them just cheating, they stepping outside of the relationship, either it's a baby that comes as part of it, or it's just a person who's just on some other shit. Like they're not mentally there to be in a relationship.
Yeah, no, but and even then that's cool too. Like all of that you said was cool, but what I'm trying to say is in this day and age, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying in this day and age, whether the cheating a fact or not, it's sad how we feel like that's just common. You know, like, oh, if a person cheat, oh, okay. Or they had a baby, oh, okay. We should not feel like, oh, okay. No, you shouldn't, but that's how much I'm not going to say accepted it. I would never say that, but that's
just
how.
Adapted to the environment.
Yeah, to what's going on. Like,
right.
it's sickening. But anywho, let me get back to what I was saying.
Okay.
My enough was enough is when he had the baby on me. And what I say is, and before we even get further into this, let me say this. It wasn't the baby. It wasn't the baby that did it, that did it for me. Because anybody who knows me and know who I am, Ebony, Eb thing, whatever you want to call me, anybody who knows me know I adore kids. I adore kids. I went to school so that I could teach kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's my life. And I love kids. I just love how innocent they are. I love what they bring to this life. And when I have kids, I know I'm going to be a fantastic mom. You know what I'm saying? Because not only have I had, you know, experiences with other kids, I literally have grown in that field and just talking to kids and knowing exactly like, okay, understanding their needs.
Okay,
so the kids.
I got a question real quick, not to cut you off. So when you said that the baby wasn't the reason why,
I'm getting to it.
Because I'm trying to figure out. Like,
I'm getting to it. No,
okay,
it wasn't the baby. Because at the end of the day, like I'm telling you, the baby didn't do anything wrong. I could never look at a kid and be mad.
No, I wouldn't say look at the kid like you was mad, but like that was the reason why you.
But what I'm saying is, regardless, it wasn't that wasn't that did it. If you let me finish, I could tell you.
Okay, because I'm trying to figure out. I'm
but you gotta let me get there first.
Go ahead, pop your shit.
And it wasn't even the mom of the kid. I wasn't even mad about that because at the end of the day, she don't owe me anything. You know what I'm saying? She don't owe me no loyalty. She don't know me. I don't know her. I don't know what he's told her. You know what I'm saying? So I can't fault that person. So that wasn't even it. What did it for me with that whole situation is while he went and did that, we were working on trying to have our own baby. That's what did it to me. I felt so betrayed. I felt he thought so low of me. You know that feeling? I was humiliated. You humiliated me because not only are we trying to have a baby, it's not like I was just in my own mind, just like, oh, we just gotta have a baby, or this gotta da da da. No, we planned this because we had did this thing where we had got to a point, and he like Eb, because he called me Eb. Cool. He like Eb. You know, we gotta do something different. He like, you gonna work on getting this together for your life, and I'm gonna work on being at this stage in my life. So when we do have a kid, we have something to give a kid when we bring it into this world. We have this to offer it. We have that to offer it. Guess what? I stuck to that plan. You know, I literally, because again, I'm thinking like, this what we doing, So when he like, oh, Eb, do this, da da da, I'm shit. Say less. Say no more. I'm gonna do it, and I did it. The goal that I set, that we sat down and we sat in the bed and came up together with. I did it. I reached it, and I'm not saying that he didn't reach his goal or whatever like that. I mean, I don't know what he's reached now, but at that moment that we had at that time, no, he hadn't gotten to it. So I feel like, and then his goal was probably a little bit bigger than what mine was. So of course I get that,
Wait, what you mean bigger than yours?
It was something that was far, far harder to attain for him versus no, it ain't like that. But it was, you know what I'm saying? It required a little bit more work.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so that was the thing with that. Like, it wasn't that like, oh, damn, oh, this just happened, or, oh, Eboni didn't want kids anyway, or this and that and the other. No, it wasn't that. It's just that, you know what I'm saying, we had made up a plan and this and that and the other, and that's what happened. And not to say, like, my thing is he's not a bad person at all, because at the end of the day, I was dating him for a while. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning, and I'm gonna make this very known. In the beginning, we were kicking it. We was having a good time. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had his thing going on, I had my thing going on. And it was what it was.
And
not to
so
say
happened to turn serious.
Yeah, not to say that was the right thing, but we had our things going on. So this is what happened. After about, I want to say, a year and a half or so in, whether it was on and off, after about a year and a half or so in, things started getting even like more serious. And you notice when things get a little bit more serious, because conversations get a little bit more deeper. You get to know a little bit more about each other. You get to meet, you're meeting, you're involved in the family, which anybody can be involved in the family. That ain't nothing. But what I'm saying is things were getting, a little bit more serious. And I noticed also the things that we did in the beginning, we weren't doing anymore.
So what do you mean?
So, like,
elaborate.
Like, I mean, we used to go to the strip clubs together. Like, we used to just kick it together. Which, not saying that you can't do that with somebody that you're committed to, or that you're growing to be more with. Not saying that you can't do that, but I noticed, like, once we started becoming more of that, a lot of the stuff that we did when we was having fun, we didn't do no more. So, and that could be a thing too. And so in the beginning, and like a lot of people, like when I was talking to my mother, she's like, oh, well, sometimes we see the signs, we don't want to stop. Granted, I saw the signs but my thing was, because this was my first time I had ever dealt with somebody like this, a relation, anything in that matter with him. This was a first of everything, a first of a lot with him. So what happened? When, like, the first year and a half or so, certain little things will pop up. It'll be a girl here and there. It'll be this, it'll be that. It'll be she said, he said. I'm like, okay, we ain't serious anyway, so it is what it is. And so I noticed, like, as time progressed on, I had certain stuff started happening. I'm just like, oh my God, a lot of people start seeking my attention. I just couldn't give it. It was just like a lot. As time went on, you'll be like, okay, we're getting closer. I had people, man, I used to get videos sent to me of him. Oh my God. Wait, I had some crazy stuff get sent to me one time.
Wait. So motherfuckers coming to you as a woman?
Ain't nobody come to me as no woman.
Oh, I'm finna say,
stuff was just so happened to pop up in my inbox.
Girl, bad. That's some sick shit.
Man, because this is my thing. Like, I don't know y'all about y'all. Y'all know about me, but then I guess, it is what it is. But I never fit into a lot of stuff. I was just like, nigga might change, a nigga might change.
The huge. But that falls back on what we just said.
Yeah.
We accepted it.
Yeah, so that's my thing. What I'm saying is, as time went further on and we became a little bit more closer, a lot of stuff he didn't do anymore. So a lot of stuff I didn't see on social media anymore. I didn't see go places and see certain stuff no more. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole dynamic of who we were changed. And Yeah, like a lot of stuff. Now, I'm not gonna say he wasn't doing nothing. Like, come on now, I'm not crazy, but a lot of stuff was being kept from me. You know what I'm saying? So,
So how did you find out?
oh, so the way that I found out, then this is crazy because my little brother didn't even know he was telling me. He didn't even know he was telling me.
Wait, so your brother told
My
you?
little brother told me, and my little brother, guess what he had?
Where you at?
Guess.
Bitch, I don't know. Under the motherfucking rock.
My little
bitch.
brother in the feds.
What?
He got this information. I'm out here. And he in the feds and was able to bring this to me.
Bitch, I'm dead.
I promise you.
Nah,
And he
bro,
didn't
you came from clutch.
he didn't even know he was telling me nothing. He sent me a text message. He like, yo, Eb, this and then the other, do this, to put in the books and da 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 da. My text line ain't working. And matter of fact, man, don't even worry about shit. This and then the other. You cool, you this, you that. I'm like, why he saying don't worry about none of this, that? And he glorifying me. And I'm like, why is he giving me all these compliments? What the hell? So this is what I did.
What you doing?
I pick up the phone. I'm like, hold on. I know somebody who gonna tell me. Something ain't right. I pick up the phone, I'm like,
Not the phone.
I said, can you answer me a question and can you be honest with me? She like, yeah. I'm like, what is my little brother talking about? He said something like this and the other, but I don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. She was like, yeah, I promise you, I just really didn't know how to tell you. And she told me, when I say my heart just sunk, it literally like, if you could pull my fucking heart, like if you could fucking touch my heart, literally, it just sunk. Because I was like, what? So before this, he had been like starting arguments with me and he was doing like a lot of stuff to me. And I'm just like, I was like, what's going on? Like, I know I ain't tripping. Like what's going on? And that's why. And he told me like some months later, he was like, yeah, I promise you, I just ain't know how to tell you that. How do I come to you and tell you that? But it's so crazy because like I said, like that right there, I talked to my mother. Well, let me just kind of fast forward about, you said the signs be there. Mm-hmm. The signs do be there, but at the end of the day, because I felt like we weren't committed, I didn't pay attention to those signs. Because why should I pay attention to those signs? In the beginning, no. When we were having fun, no. I don't care about them signs. That don't got nothing to do with me. Mm-hmm. He can do whatever he want to do. He's not committed to me. You know what I'm saying?
So was this before or after like y'all had that little plan? Like y'all playing?
No, this was way before. Okay. Remember I told like the first year and a half or so? No. Like I didn't care about none of that because at the end of the day, like I said, we was cool, we was kicking it, we was having a good time. It wasn't none of that. It wasn't until it wasn't until we got serious what things was, and we made this plan that this was what we was gonna do. Mm-hmm. It was literally the plan in effect, and and I was just like, damn, like, and it was so crazy as I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I said, that's why I said it don't have nothing to do with the woman, don't have nothing to do with the baby. It was that betrayal because we were trying.
So my question is, the energy that you have now, is that the same energy that you had then when you found out?
Oh no, the energy that I had when I found out. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna be very honest and 100% and transparent with all the women out there. I'm getting a little dry.
Pop your shit.
Cotton ball mouth. Let me tell y'all something with that situation. When I first found out about that situation, what month was that? It was like right around my birthday. When I found out about that situation or whatever, I was heartbroken. I felt defeated. I felt low. I felt like I wasn't enough. Mm-hmm. I felt like I wasn't the woman that he needed me to be. Mm-hmm. You hear that? That he needed me to be. Let me repeat that again. I felt like I wasn't the woman he needed me to be.
So, with your expectations, that leads back to that as well too. Was it unrealistic or
no? So let me tell you, I'm coming back. I'm gonna trust me. I'm gonna re all of that. Yeah, I'm definitely. But What I'm saying is, what a lot of people don't understand is, and this is why I don't want to leave this topic right now, because I want a lot of women out there to understand this, a lot of girls out there to understand this, that when you are healing, that is the toughest fucking thing ever. And let me tell you something. People think it's rainbows. People think you, as soon as you walk away from a situation,
it is what it is.
You having the time of your life. You partying, you having a good time. Let me tell you something. When I found out about that situation, not 1 week later, I was out of town. Not 1 week later, I was out of town. I'm having a good time partying, having fun, living my best life. When I left, I went inside, took a shower, and I sat in the shower and I cried. I broke down because I just could not understand for the life of me why I wasn't good enough.
That's why self-healing
I couldn't understand why I wasn't good enough. And you know what? When I did that final cry. Now this is a minute ago, y'all. But when I did that final cry, I talked to God. I said, God, my number one prayer was, God, me and my broken heart. I don't need nothing else. Don't send me nobody. Don't do anything. Just mend my broken heart. Whatever you need to do, mend it. I said, you said the steps of a good man are ordered. You said that. So that, and I believed it. I had to believe it in order to know that I was going to get through it. When I tell y'all, it was one of the hardest times. I never thought. I sat on the phone. My auntie from Michigan, my auntie here in Chicago, and then my mother who's here in Chicago, they became my 3 best friends for this situation. Because how I got through this, I talked to them and I was like, they explained to me their situations from back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And they explained to me, like, look, this what happened to me, and I got over it, Ebony. You would do the same. Then another one explained some stuff to me, like, this is what happened to me. I walked in on such and such. I know you'll get over this. They just started explaining their situations, and I was like, God, these are some strong women. I know if they got over it, I can get over this, you know? And you know what, a lot of people, you know what they told me? They was like, Ebony, be very blessed and grateful that you did not walk out of that situation with a baby.
Period.
Because they was just feeling like, I don't even necessarily say I dodged a bullet. I would never say it like that, but they just feel like had I had a child, I would have dealt with that for 18 years. Because that's how in love I was with him. And so I'm praying, I'm asking God to, you know, protect me, to heal me from this, because at the end of the day, like I said, I've never been through anything like this. I had never been involved in like girls coming to me as a woman or sending stuff to my social media. I had never been involved in a lot of stuff, so a lot of stuff was just like an eye opener for me. So, man, when I tell you, it took me a minute to heal from that. But when I tell you, I sat on that phone, I talked to my mama, I sat on my phone, I said, I cried. I said, Mom, can you just give me a time of when I'll be over it? I said, is it a month? Is it 2 months? Is it 3? Just let me know, because I literally, that's how desperate I was to heal, you know? And so she was like, Ebony, that's all I can say is you just got to take it one day at a time. When I started taking it one day at a time, when I say I got better, like now looking back, that's been so long ago. But man, when I was in that situation, I would have never thought that I would be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm able to speak, we able to chop it up, talk on the phone. It ain't like we don't talk often, granted. You know what I'm saying? But when people say let that hurt go. No, I let that hurt go. That don't none of that move me. Don't nothing bother me. Like, man. But man, it's the best feeling when I got over that. But during that shit was hard. Nights I just sit in my room and just cry with the lights out, just like, damn, I don't even want to go nowhere. Weekends, don't ask me. I'm not coming outside. I'm just not in the mood for this, you know. Because sometimes honestly, you need to be in solitude though when you're in a healing space. You know?
That's the only how you can actually heal. Because if you keep going outside, especially if y'all got mutual friends, like, you're going to always see that person around. Yeah. Me personally, I would never, like, kick it with my ex. I wouldn't speak to him like you an ex for a reason. It ain't got to be, like, no bitter shit. It's just, like, I just don't fuck with you. Like, it is what it is. We're going to keep shit pushing. If I see you, I'm going to say what up. You feel me? But conversation-wise, like, that's, like, to me, leading back to, like, rekindling shit. I don't want to amend those feelings again. I don't need that. You feel me? So, it's just, in general, like, but it is what it is. best wishes to you, but we're gonna have to keep this shit pushing.
But see, and that's why I gotta step in right there and say this. When you say like, oh, that's like rekindling, that gives a little room to a little wiggle room.
A hope.
No, I feel as if though, are you really healed if you feel that way?
What?
If you like seriously, like if you feel like, oh, if I give too much of a conversation,
no, it's not even
this may be rekindled. Are you really healed?
Not on your end. I'm saying on his. He might think
okay,
I might still got a chance with her to get my bitch back. You never know, like, cause like, bitch, we're not psychic. So
right
on their end, they might think like, shit, hey, I might got a chance to get back. I'm cutting shit short, cutting them ties. That's it. Like, it is what it is. You feel me? But I just don't want to have shit to do with you. I wouldn't, me personally, like everybody got their own opinions.
Right,
like,
yeah.
I wouldn't talk to a person I used to talk to again because I don't want that bad vibes. You feel me? If you gave me bad vibes, you did something that made me feel some type of way or changed me in a way that I wasn't ready to be changed on, and I had no other choice but to do it. Like, you basically forced me to feel this way. I can't deal with you.
Yeah. No, I get that 100%. No, I really do get that 100%.
Because there's people out here that's like that, and there's people like that on you as well too. But if you feel the same way or you had your own way, comment down below.
See, before and I remember. See, I had your little question still stuck in my head. I don't forget nothing. I remember when you was like, does that go back to? Let's go back to like the whole expectation thing. Let me tell you something. That's why looking back. And then, you know, like you said, people, when you're young, so many things just happen, and you see this life, and you want, and you know, in reality, sometimes that's just not the life for you at that moment. But that's why I couldn't totally be like, at this point in my life, I'm not upset with him or anything, because let me tell you why. Like you said, the expectation thing. I'm expecting one thing and he was on another thing.
Exactly.
Like I said in the beginning, you have to get with, not find, you have to get with somebody who wants the same things you want. If this person is looking for the next best thing, the next pretty girl, the next big booty, or the next man with the most money, or the next, they will continue to get the next thing, because it is an exponential amount of these things out there. There's gonna always be the next pretty girl, the next girl with the biggest booty, or there's gonna be always the next guy with the most money, or with the best jewelry. That person is gonna continue to go for that while you're trying to build and trying to do this thing. When in reality, you have to get with somebody who wants the same things as you. Now, had he and I wanted the same things as far as that growth, it could have possibly worked. But I think that the only thing that we probably was on the same page with was building a life for a kid. You get it? So we building a life for a kid, not for us. And that's what took me a long time to figure out. That's why at this present stage in my life, I could not be upset with that man, because we did exactly what we were doing. We were building that life for a kid. This kid needs to have this. This kid needs to go to the best schools. This kid needs to speak this different language. This kid needs to have this upbringing that we didn't have, because we want to afford them with all the opportunities that we did not get. We wanted those things for this child. We didn't say, well, at what point are we going to move in? Or at what point are we going to do this? Now, there was talk of marriage. Not saying that we said, oh, we're finna go get married. No, it wasn't that. It was, yeah, I'm gonna marry you. You know what I'm saying? But anybody can say, or be like, oh, babe, I'm gonna marry you too, babe. You the man I'm gonna marry. I can see me marrying you. We could say that all day long. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a fucking
I thought I was gonna marry motherfucking Idris Elba. I thought.
Bitch, bye.
I mean, but shit. Clearly that ain't gonna.
Bitch, I am dead.
Clearly that ain't gonna happen. But like I said, he a cool person. I would never throw no salt on his name. Like I said, I'll kick it with fool if I see him. What up? You know, it is what it is. And he give me advice. I give him some advice.
So y'all feel like friends?
Yeah, like you could say friends, but we're not the friends that talk every day. Probably like once every month and a half or something like in that instance. But it won't be like a whole conversation. We'll be like, oh, what's that? Or how you think this is, Eb? Or Eb, tell me how you think this look. Or something like that. Like, it ain't really nothing to... That's why I said I've moved past that situation or whatever. And I've grown, and I actually thank him for helping me grow, because man, oh man, oh man.
Bitch, you.
And that's why I say my enough was enough. Because guess what? If that wouldn't have been my enough, it was no limit to what else that man was gonna do.
For sure.
It was no limit, because you know what that says to me? That's once I accepted something like that, that just I opened up the door for all other type of disrespect.
All type of disrespect.
Man, look, I ain't had time for that, man. That's a horrible feeling. That's a horrible feeling. And remember in the beginning when I was like, I felt like I wasn't the woman he needed me to be. At this point in my life, that's how I felt then. At this point in my life, no, you're not the man I need you to be.
Period.
Bye. I mean, I love you dearly. Wouldn't want to see nothing happen to you. Want you to have everything that your heart desires if it's in God's will. But no, you have to be the man that I desire you to be. It's not the other way around, because guess what? I'm the catch.
What?
I forget that. I forget that I was the catch.
Hold on. Say it for the people in the back.
Look, I'm the catch. Okay?
Period.
So now that we got past that, did you want to,
let's talk about friends.
Ooh.
Because friendship breakups it be hitting different.
And you know what? Let's talk about friendships before we head out. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Friendships, especially when it's you all have mutual friends, especially when it comes to a breakup, you all have mutual friends, it's kind of hard to separate yourself from somebody, because if y'all have mutual friends, you're going to always see that person around. And me personally, for me being a social awkwardly type of person, I don't like to be in a mix. I don't like confrontation. You feel me? So if I see somebody and I know that they know them and I know that they are going to be around each other, guess what? I see y'all on the flip side. I'm not going to be around. I try to eliminate myself from it, because it's I'm not feeling some type of way, just a little bit. I'm not going to lie. But it's just I don't want to be around. I don't want to be in the same environment that I used to be, because, like I said, I'm changing. I'm in solitude mode. I don't want to be in the same repetitive type of thing, especially if you did, some whole shit.
Okay, so what happened with your friend? That's what I want to know, because you said enough is enough with a friend. I want to know what happened with your friend. I'm going to tell you what happened with mine.
It's numerous of things. It could be a person that just hates you on the low, always saying, some sneaky-ass shit. It'll be... it's always a little joke, but they serious and shit like that.
Ooh,
and
don't you
when
hate
you
that
catch
guy?
it, and then when you catch it, you be like, wait.
That's why I always tell people, you have to pay attention to people. The way people really feel about you is in that joke.
Yeah, and so me personally, I'm very serious. I will be serious way before I take a joke. What you say? Nah, G, chill out. No, it ain't that serious, but you gotta watch out for those, because them be the main ones that wish you well, hope you fail. They want to see that you actually fell in person.
Ooh.
It gets deep.
I ain't never heard that.
Girl, what?
They want to see that you
I haven't went through that, but I have friends that went through that. So when we have conversations, we be having our little chit chats, and we just be talking damn, G, you done fit some fucked up shit. Now on your end, you telling them, they're like, yeah, G, that's not your friend. If they always talking about, let's just say for a prime example, the ex, they always on his side and not your side. That's a problem.
That's sickening.
Yeah, damn, what's going on? Then you would start going question damn. But it's just in general, it's a lot of things that can happen that can break up a friendship that'll make you feel some type of way. Nah, come on, tell me if I'm capping. Give me my cap if I'm capping.
I don't got a cap.
Bye. Where was your enough with your friend?
All right, here we go. Back down memory lane.
Bye. We ain't even do that. Come on.
Okay. All right. So I don't have one story or anything like that of.
You can give out examples. Or somebody that you knew that went through it. You don't have to specifically say yours.
No, seriously. Honestly, I'm gonna really discuss anything involving me. I really am, because I mean, at the end of the day, if I'm gonna discuss this, I'm gonna discuss this thing because I want people to see how I'm getting through it, or what I did for it, or what I'm doing for it now, whatever the case may be. My friendship thing is a little different of what I consider enough is enough. For me, I could have it could be something so small to, and it's just a joke, but bitch, you drunk some of my drink. I'm done with you. You know, that's small, but let me tell you why it'll get to that point. I've been and took so much from a friend over the years. Like, years. I'm not talking about no petty ass a year friendship, 2 year friendship, 3 year friendship. I'm not talking about no petty ass friendship. No, I'm talking about a friendship. Like, we've been dogs. Like, we know the dirt about each other. We've been down in the dirt. Like, we done been there with each other. Like when I say I've been and went through so much shit already, well, we've been and got into so many petty arguments or whatever the case may be over the last 10, 15 years, or we've been in I've been in noticing little foul shit you did over the years, over time, and I feel like, damn, this again. I think what's really fucked up about me, and I'm gonna be 100% with this. I think what be fucked up about me, and when people like old friends, they view me or look at me as if though like, oh, she just snapped out. She just this, she just that. True. That could very well be true. But let me tell you why it gets like that. I've been and put so much shit up under the rug that you done did to me, that you done said to me, that I done heard about me. I've been and known so much shit you said about me, and I never said. I know so much shit that somebody said about me to this day. On my dead on my head, it's true. Everything that the person said is true that I got back. And that's how I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I know, like, when I just get fed up. And it could be the smallest thing, like, oh, you didn't take me, or you didn't give me a piece of gum. It could be something as small as that.
Petty ass shit.
No, but you're missing the point. I'm saying, like, it could have been that small.
No, I get what you're saying, but that's petty as fuck.
Yeah, but I've been and had all that shit up under the rug. That small piece of gum just fucked the whole friendship up, because at the end of the day, I've already kept so much in that now it overflew. Mm-hmm. It overflown for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much. It's too much for me. Mm-hmm. Like, it could be something so small, so petty. You could go to somebody and be like, damn, you know, she got mad over this and we're not talking no more. And they be like, damn, that's small as hell. Damn, Ed, what's to you? And I'm like, I boiled over. That's all it took. That's all it was. It was just that was just the last fucking sprinkle. Mm-hmm. That was just all it took. And I was just like, you know what? I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of hearing myself. I'm tired of being talked about. I'm tired of hearing the things that I held dearly to me, my heart, and I trusted you with it. You told somebody else? Mm-hmm. What does that say about the friendship? And think about it. I keep that stuff in. A lot of stuff I know, like, been said about me or whatever the case may be, and it's not that, oh, you need to just let that shit out. You need to go tell them. No, it ain't that. First of all, I'm not confrontational. And at the end of the day, some stuff I just be like, man, it ain't even, for me, it ain't even worth it. I'm not about to argue. It ain't that big of a deal to me. Mm-hmm. But I've been and heard so much shit over the years, or you've been and did so much shit to me over the years, or you've been and did this, or said this, or embarrassed me in front of guys. Embarrass me. You've been and did so much stuff to me over the years. Whoever, I don't care who the friend is. Mm-hmm. And then let me tell you this. I'm not perfect at all. Don't ever get it twisted. I'm never saying I ain't never been a perfect friend. Ever. Never. The same shit that I'm sure I'm saying about somebody else, somebody probably saying the same thing about me. Mm-hmm. But the only difference between the difference I feel like with me is I just don't say it. I just let that shit just build up. I will keep a smile on my face to the bitter end. I will know that you got something against me, or that you mad at me about something, or that you, and I just won't even say nothing about it. You will literally have to tell me, like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I don't, it's just too much. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when a person look at me and be like, oh, that's what I mean by that's what I mean by with a friend.
Tell me like I'm fucking phony. Bitch, I'm not phony. I just don't fuck with you. G. Like,
I don't know.
Like, but real friends, like, even though like they're still on the same topic, if they a real friend, y'all can still fucking argue and thug that shit out.
Yeah, you could.
You know what I'm saying? But a motherfucker who a fake friend that your enough is enough on type shit, they gonna keep it as it is. They're not gonna say nothing.
And even then, like I've had arguments with friends or whatever the case may be. I have. With friends that I'm not friends with anymore. And granted, let me tell you something. And it's off topic. I don't mind even being friends back with people that I've not been friends with before. Not everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I realized in some situations I was wrong. I was the wrong one. So I'm not gonna put it out there like that. I realized I was wrong in certain situations. Am I ready to come forward and talk about it? Or am I ready to address it? I'm probably not ready yet. You know what I'm saying? But no. Absolutely not. Like sometimes you just really get tired. And then some of the shit that you know, like a person said about you, and you looked at them as more of like family. You be like, damn, you said that about me.
Like you betrayed me, bitch. Like
You be like, damn, you said that. You said that.
damn, bitch.
Yeah, that shit really hurts your feelings. Like I think friendship breakups are harder than regular. I guess depending on how long you've been with the guy. But
it just hit different because it feel like you lost like a sister.
Yes,
or
it's
a brother.
family. It's family. If you feel like you lost family, and man, but shit, like I said, it ain't just. It could be the very smallest thing for me, but I've been there, held so much in for so long, and I actually went to see a clinician. I was talking to my clinician about it. For those of you that don't know, therapists, whatever you want to call them. I went to talk to her about that, and she told me that was a big problem that I had. She said that was a huge problem to me. She said you're so worried about stepping on other people's toes and not being confrontational or arguing. You letting everything that everybody else do to you and say to you, you pushing it under the rug. You don't even address it. And she said, and then before you know it, somebody who don't even have nothing to do with the situation, when you explode, you explode. Because I've had some very bad exploding moments. I really have. And then I had to go back and be like, I'm putting my pride to the side. I apologize. That didn't have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? You just so happened to be there at that moment. And I couldn't take it no more. We was already arguing about, me and you was already going at it about this. And I just like, damn, I'm back off. You know what I'm saying? But she told me that. She's like, you gotta do better with that. You have to communicate. She said, because that ruins you, who you are. She was like, because you sitting up, you stressed out, you at home, you trying to figure out how you can not make others feel bad or do this or do that. Nobody is worried about how they not gonna make you feel bad. They gonna address your ass, and you just gonna be sitting there like this. Like, damn, I should have been addressed this situation a long time ago. The whole time they addressing your ass, talking to you, crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time you just sitting there like, damn, if I would have just opened up my mouth 3 months ago when this shit happened, we wouldn't even be here right now. If I would open up my mouth 3 months ago and told you I didn't like when you said that to me, or I didn't like that I heard that you said this about me, or I didn't like that you told this to this person because I know that you told them because I only told you, type of thing. And before, a lot of times I just don't say nothing. I just don't say anything.
So are you still cool with them now? Or it's just over with? That shit dead.
Man, look, that's another topic. That's when it's time about when it's time to talk about friends. That's when that topic will arise. But like I said, it's no bad blood. I wish everybody well. Love for everybody. It's nothing personal. But at the end of the day, everybody, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes, our paths may cross. And that's all they meant to do is cross.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's no bad blood. It is.
I'm going to speak for the other side. It's going to always be a fuck you, period. Once you cross me, you lost me. I'm going to keep it real blunt. This is different from a relationship because ain't no bitterness with this. If I told you my deepest, darkest secrets and you crossed me, we got an issue because you wasn't genuine from the beginning. It's just point blank, period. I have these things called 10 years. I have 15 years, you feel me? I also got friends that I just met, that I met through people that I'm actually genuine with, and they show real love or like real friendships than the person that I knew for a couple years.
For the years, yeah. Even in that sad, that's why I don't, you know what, that's a different time. That's why I don't believe in that no new friends shit.
Man, what?
Is you crazy?
To a certain extent.
No, let me tell you something.
Because to a certain extent, because some people, they just want to be with you because you got clout.
That's not what I'm saying, though. That's a whole different topic, though. I hate when people say no new friends, like you just got to be with the same fucking friends that you had for... No.
No, you outgrow friends as well, too.
That's what I'm saying. You network. You come on now. You grow. You network. You're going to meet people from all different walks of life. That's like us doing
Right.
That's like me going, I'm working in the preschool, then I went to corporate America. I got friends from the preschool era, those kids, those families, and I got friends from corporate America, now that world. I that whole no new friends thing, they can miss me with that shit because it be those new friends that get you to where you gotta go. Sometimes you gotta surround yourself with different people. And that's just what it is. Girl. I mean, everybody can help in some type of way
For sure.
if they're willing to help.
If their intentions are pure.
If they're
like
willing
that.
to help, and if you're willing to receive the help.
For sure. But
That's
you gotta make sure their intentions is pure, because sometimes people, they want to benefit off of you just because of what you got, who you know, or what you got. Yeah. It's no other way around it, because sometimes them new friends, they can come in and be like, ooh, she knows such and such. I need to get cool with her so I can get to them. And after that, when they get to them, they don't fuck with you no more. Or it's about what you got or who you know. No other way to say that. So sometimes that new friends go to a certain extent, but I do fuck with people who fuck with me, because your biggest supporters be from people that you don't know.
Don't know.
No other way to say that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm open to it, but to a certain extent. Like, I'm not a friendly person, but I'm real cool. Like, just come off genuine and you feel vibe right, we cool.
See, I'm very personable. Like, I got like a bubbly attitude. Like, I'm very vibrant. Like, I'm just, so I can walk into a room and just, have a conversation with anybody. Like, I can just, I literally can walk in a room and I can like lighten it up. You know what I'm saying? Just by who I am, my personality, like, and that's one of the greatest qualities I feel like that I have. And a lot of people, a lot of people don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes off as... No, what I'm saying is with new friends or with old friends or however the French thing go, it could come off as like, oh, you're you like this person, or you want to talk, you want to be friends with this person, or you want this. And honestly, it's just really just you just being who you are. Hello, how you doing? Let's have a good time, and then leave it out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, just. That's just who.
But it's certain people that's looking for friends that's like that has that bubbly personality, that wants to have like a great energy when you come into the room. They don't want nobody who's just gonna be in the cut all the time. You have different friends for different occasions. Yeah, I got my friends that I know if I can call, like if I'm down and they got me, you know what I'm saying? Or I got friends that I know if I need them to pull up because we need to situate. You feel me? Yeah. I got the friends that I know I can go out because I know they only want to wear heels. I got the friends that want to wear the gym shoes. I got friends for each occasion. That's why people need to learn how to separate their friends, because once they try to amend them with one thing.
And that's not always a good thing.
No.
That's not always a good thing.
That's oil and water.
Oh, that's not always a good thing. Oh my God, that's not always a good thing. I can't believe you just said that. I promise you, I know I keep saying it, but that's because I've been in situations where that's not always a good thing. Blending friendships is probably not always a good thing. Like, you have the best intentions, and you want everybody to have fun. You want everybody to get, cause you like this person, and you like, oh man, I know she like her too, cause I like her whole time. They don't even fuck with each other.
So you like, no, you can't mix them together. You can't.
So, well, we talked about, enough is enough with the friends and with relationships.
So I think this really much concludes it for the first episode.
Y'all tell us what y'all think. What enough is enough for y'all. We want to hear from y'all as well. Like,
for sure,
we want to hear from y'all as well.
But before this video ends, I'm gonna need y'all to do 3 things for me: like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any similarities to this video, or you have any other juicy topics that we need to talk about, comment it below, because we're looking at it. So
yeah, we are. Also remember this. Y'all don't know what people are going through. So remember, just be kind. Be kind. Be nice. You don't know what battles people are fighting. I used to walk around with a smile. That situation, I walk around with a smile all day long, all the time. You wouldn't even know that I was broken. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even know it until I came home, like, by myself. So just be kind. Remember to be nice. And, until next time.
You can follow Eb at
@TheReal_Eb, EBB, not EB, EBB.
And you can follow me at IG That's Latrice.
And that's it for
We got some shit to say.
Because we had some shit to say.
For sure. Bye.